Hello, hello, and happy Monday. My name is Hillary Thompson. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus and your upline. For all of you that are new, welcome to the team. I am so incredibly happy that you are here, that you have chosen Plexus, and either if you are doing this for yourself or for yourself and the business opportunity, whatever the case may be, I just want to welcome you and thank you so much for choosing Plexus. You definitely have not made this choice unwisely. This is a good choice, and you are where you should be, and you're in the right hands, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to start on Monday motivation because this evening, normally we do these at live via Zoom at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every Monday, but I am going to the Carrie Underwood concert this evening with my sisters, so I will be unavailable to do that at 8:30. If you stay tuned on my personal wall, I am going to try to live maybe some of it. It depends. Sometimes when you get in such a big venue, it's crazy and you have zero cell service, so we'll see what happens. But for Monday motivation, I actually am going to kind of recap what Sonia Dudley said in the team call for Living the Pink Life, our big team call on Thursday. I absolutely adore Sonia and I love what she has to say always, but I loved her messages this past week. And one of the biggest things that she said and was very like, whoa, aha moment for me, and something I knew I wanted to use as a Monday motivation, and it's this. I'm going to look down and just read it so I don't mess up. But she said, if I were working for someone else and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, would I get a paycheck next week? If I were working for someone else and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, would I get a paycheck next week? Woo! When she said that, I was like, yep. Talk about a gut check. Talk about a reality check. Because it's true. It's the truth. What you put into your own business is going to be exactly what you get out of it. This month, Rank Up and Score is amazing. This is the best promotion that Plexus has ever done, and I'm not even sure if they'll ever do it again. And we have until tonight at 10:59 Central to get free shipping. Plexus is pulling out all the stops for us like they always do. They're always doing more. They're always going above and beyond. But are you doing the same? Are you doing the same? Are you really truly putting in the effort that's warranting the paycheck that you want? You know, when you look at that income disclosure and you look at those levels and you say, wow, I would really like to make $1,000 a month. I would really like to make $5,000 a month. I would really like to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. Really, that's what Plexus offers, is the endless possibilities. But it only can get you can only get that if you're putting in the effort, if you're doing the do. So I think that question is such a beautiful reality check and gut check and everything else. And, you know, an analogy I like to use about this business is, are you treating it like a scale? Are you treating your business like a scale? Meaning, are you afraid to step on that scale and look at where your efforts have taken you, right? Like if your goal is to lose weight in inches and you're just saying, I want to lose weight in inches, but you're never stepping on that scale and you're never measuring yourself, you're never actually seeing if your efforts are being, put to fruition, like if what you're doing is actually working. That's the exact same in this business. If you're not honest with yourself and really looking at and measuring, okay, here are my efforts. this is what I'm doing. These are the amount of people that I'm contacting every single day. These are the amount of people that I'm following up with. These are the amount of people that I am just reaching out to and just forming those relationships every day. This is what I'm doing. If you're not recording that and writing that down and being honest with yourself, your output or lack thereof is probably, you can measure that. You can look at that and say, okay, I haven't done the things that I needed to do. So don't lie to yourself and say, well, I didn't get a new ambassador this week just because I have so many people that are on the fence, or I didn't get a new customer this week because blah, 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 and keep making excuses and not stepping on that scale and holding yourself accountable for what effort are you putting forth to get there. What are you doing? Are you really, truly working your business to get to where you want to be, or are you just wishing and hoping and saying, oh, well, I posted on Facebook a couple times this week, so that's good. No, that is not good enough. Would you pay somebody the paycheck that you want to get because they posted on Facebook twice? Probably not. If you were hiring somebody, if you were hired by somebody else and you asked them to pay you $1,000 next week, and all you did was post on Facebook twice, do you think you're going to get a check for $1,000? Doubtful. So what you're putting into it is exactly what you're getting out of it. And that's the reality check and the gut check that many of us need. Even myself sometimes. I mean, you guys, just because I'm a jewel does not mean that I don't have the same, similar, sometimes worse, sometimes not as bad struggles as each and every one of you. And the difference between a jewel, emerald, sapphire, diamond is just that. We push through those excuses and we know exactly that. Our effort is going to match our paycheck. Plain and simple. That's what this is all about. And you may be saying, well, Hillary, I did all that. I sent out the messages, I did it all, and nobody's responding. Well, if you sent out 10 and no one's responding, maybe you need to send out 20. If you send out 20 and no one's responding, maybe you need to send out 30. Maybe you need to do a better following up. Maybe you need to change up how you're sending out your message. What are you doing? How are you tweaking it? How are you growing? There is no set formula. You have to figure out what works for you, and that's what you do. And that's what I try to show you all of the time. If your network is not as good as, say, someone like a Celeste Gwynn, who had an amazing network and she spent years and years working on that network. If you don't have that good of a network, okay, well, let's start building a network. Let's start figuring out what groups can you join, where can you go, how can you expand that network. And most of the time it's as simple as getting out of your own way, throwing your ego to the side, and not listening to those voices that go, oh, but what are they going to think about me? Who cares what they're going to think about you? I can almost guarantee you that they're going, what is she going to think about me, right? And I'm not saying I want you to join 50 different groups and start puking Plexus on everybody. Absolutely not. That looks horrible and tacky and salesy, and I don't recommend it. I just simply don't recommend it. Figure out, again, what works for you, but be honest with yourself. Stop hiding that scale. Stop hiding that measuring tape, and be honest with yourself. So the 6 things that I took away from Sonia's talk too, one was, she said, master your mind. And I talk about this all the time too. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? What agreements have you formed? Have you sent out those 10 messages and said, well, I didn't get any replies back, or they saw them, so okay. And then you get into this mind trick where you're going, well, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe these products aren't really what they're cracked up to be. Maybe this opportunity isn't what I thought it was going to be, blah, 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 blah. Nope. Throw those out. Replace them with positive. I am planting seeds. People are coming to me. People need and want what I have to say. I am offering hope to other people. I am changing my own life. I am helping, replacing that. So mastering your mind and being in control of what comes out of your mouth and making sure that those are positive things that are coming out of your mouth. The second thing she talked about, knowledge and growth. That goes hand in hand with mastering your mind. And hands down, when you talk to other jewels, obviously there is no magic formula. There is no magic word. You say this, you get this, okay? Everybody is different. But one thing, again, obviously we can control is our own thoughts and what we're doing, and what we're being honest with ourselves, what we're tracking. What we track grows, okay? What we track grows. So be honest, be writing it down, and watch your business transform, watch it change. You have to know why you're doing this. You absolutely, hands down, have to know why you're doing this, because those moments when those thoughts creep up into your mind, you have to be able to also stop them with your why. You have to be able to say, stop right now. I know that I am doing this because I want my children to have a forever home. I know I'm doing this because I don't want to rely on my ex to support me and whatever. I mean, these are all parts of my why. I'm doing this because I want to have a home for Alzheimer's patients where families can go and it's scholarship based, and I want to help them, right? See, this is what your why should do. You should be so passionate about it and know within your heart and not let anything else stop you. That's the kind of why you need. If you don't have that why, reevaluate it and get a new why. Make your list the night before. That's very important. What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing? Here's my beautiful Brinley that's not feeling too hot. So you just sit here for a minute and mommy's making a video for her team, okay? Goodness, my eyes are those tears. So make that list the night before. And part of my why too is that I can stay home with her all the time and snuggle with her and not have to send her off to wherever or call a boss and say, hey, my daughter's not feeling well today. I can't come in. Sorry. And then me have to worry about how many sick days I have or PTO or whatever that may be. That's a huge part of my why, the ability to do this right here. So making your list the night before. Know what you're doing. And she says that she has that list beside her bed. So a lot of times when we lay down at night, especially as women, we go, oh, I have all these things to do. I should have thought to do this, or I should have thought to do that. So have that and make your list. Building trust and credibility. Are you a trustworthy person? Do you feel like you have that? If you don't feel like you have that, well then build that. Again, we can only change what we acknowledge, right? We can only change what we acknowledge. So if we're honest with ourselves and we're saying, hey, you know what, maybe I don't have that trust and credibility right now, but I'm going to work on that. And the last thing she shared was be passionate. And that's the truth, Be passionate in what you're doing. I am passionate about Plexus because I know how much has transformed my life. I know how much has transformed other people's lives. I know how much it's changed everything. Our tagline is, what if this could change everything? It has changed everything. And allowing other people to see that as well. So this is just a really, really quick Monday motivation for you guys. Poor Bryn. Oh, baby. I might be making a little trip quick before the Carrie Underwood concert to the FAST clinic and see if we can't see what's going on with this little nugget here. So again, the question I want all of you to ask yourselves and be honest is, if I were working for someone else and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, would I get a paycheck next week? Plain and simple. Would I get a paycheck next week? So way to go to everyone that has gained new customers in the last week, new ambassadors. Again, these are all just lives that we're changing. Thousands and thousands of lives that we're changing, and Plexus affords us that opportunity. It truly, truly does. So have a blessed week. And I will see you back for Monday Motivation at our normally program schedule, or how do they say that? I don't know. Anyways, we'll be back next week at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time via Zoom for a live Monday Motivation. And don't forget, on Wednesday, if you are in the Rochester, Minnesota area, we have Room of Hope. And I'm saying if you're in the area, if you're within, I'd say an hour and a half, get there. Get to these meetings. They are powerful, and bring prospects, bring your friends, get them. There is nothing more powerful than listening to live testimonials, feeling the energy and the excitement, getting your cup filled up, getting you fired up. So utilize them. Tomorrow we have the welcome call. Welcome calls are every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, and again, those are done via Zoom with different leaders. So there's different leaders, different stories. Just, it's awesome. So I'm gonna go get this little nugget something. Do you want to tell them, say, have a good week?
Have a good week.
Say, what else do you want to say? What do you want to tell them about Plexus?
We have the vitamins for kids.
You have the kids' vitamins. What else do you take? What do you take at night?
We take ProBio before we go to bed.
ProBio and BioCleanse. Yep.
We don't have it, so Mommy's doing it.
Yes, Mom's got it on order. I did not account for how much ProBio. So we have 3 bottles coming of ProBio because Brinley takes it, Bryson takes it, Mommy takes it, and Luke takes it. So we have 4 people in the house, so we need extra ProBio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need an extra dose to knock out that ickiness that's going on, that little bug, right?
Yeah.
Get rid of the bug. So tell everyone, go share Plexus.
Go share Plexus.
What else?
We love Plexus.
We love Plexus. Say bye.
Bye.